Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be switching my perfume tray from November tray to the last tray of the year, which is December perfume tray. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially videos on smelling good. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. I appreciate all of your support. So I am going to start off by giving you a quick review, a quick roundup of the fragrances for last month. I try to speed through it as quickly as I can. I did do a lot of decluttering because I just want to bring my collection down, and I've been just wanting to do that for months, and I feel like I wouldn't get strict enough. Like I would always find an excuse to keep a fragrance, or I would tell myself, okay, this would work for this, or maybe I'll wear this. So if I'm having those thoughts, then I need to get rid of it. I want fragrances that I can pick up and I know that I'm going to love, that I just can't get enough of. So there has been a lot of decluttering. That does not mean that the fragrances are bad or that I don't like them anymore. I just want to keep my all-time I love them type of fragrances. So there are way less fragrances on my tray than how it was when it was filled for the month of November. So let's just go ahead and let's get started with the recap. So I'm starting off with Lancome Idole Nectar. This has been getting a lot of love. I have been enjoying it so much. My review for this went up not too long ago, and it is just like a modern, juicy, girly, flirty type of rose. I don't pick up too much on the popcorn note, so that's fine by me. And I did share a really good layering combo for this fragrance in my review, so go check it out if you're interested. So that is the first one. I have really been loving this one. Victoria's Secret Tease Sugar Fleur. This is such a nice one for every day, for bedtime, for casual wear. As you can see, there is quite a dent in this one. I have really been enjoying it. Very girly, flirty fragrance as well. This is perfect for year round. It doesn't have to be just wintertime or fall. It's perfect for any time of the year. Very girly, feminine, and a really nice take on apple. This layered fragrance, this is Lene, and I believe this is a dupe for Nishane Ani, I believe, and I'm still kind of iffy with this one. Some days I like it, other days I feel like I'm not really gonna pick it up too much, so I am leaving it just to test it out some more. But the quality of them is just amazing. I'm just not sure if I'm completely in love with the scent itself. Kilian's Angel Share. I actually didn't wear this one this year. It's been really hot and I just felt like it was not going to do well. So I am going to be wearing this one in the month of December most likely, and I am going to be taking it with me for my holiday vacation. So I am going to get some use out of it then. La Nuit Sort à la Folie. I got a pretty good dent in this one this month. I'm in love with it. I still love it, and I'm really mad that this is discontinued because it's one of my favorite fragrances. It's very deep, vanilla, just intoxicating, sexy. It's warm. It's just a perfect, very like feminine fragrance. I love it so much. Glossier You. This is such a perfect fragrance for every day. Really nice, fresh, musky. It just feels like the perfect type of fragrance to just pick up and throw it on. You don't have to think twice about it. It's really nice. Some days I do pick up on a little bit more of like a pepper note, which they do not say that there's pepper in here, or at least Fragrantica doesn't show pepper, but I do get pepper in here. And some days I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it doesn't happen to me all the time. MAC Creme de Nude. Another huge dent in this one. It's one of my favorite fragrances for this time of the year, and this is another one that's getting harder to find. So all of my favorite fragrances just get discontinued, and it's really annoying. But this is a beautiful vanilla with a little bit of suede in there. It's a little bit almost like if it was smoky. It's still very soft and vanilla. There's nothing too complex about this one, but you can pick out the suede and just the different notes that were included in this fragrance to set it apart from just a regular vanilla fragrance. That's why I love it so much. Skylar Vanilla Sky. This is another beautiful, everyday, cozy fragrance. It's also vanilla. This one does have, I don't remember if it was a cappuccino note or a coffee note, but it smells really nice. A vanilla with a little hint of coffee. Juliet Has a Gun Eagle Stratus. one of my favorites for the month. I have worn this fragrance so much. It's new and I'm already kind of getting a dent in there. This is just the perfect unisex everyday fragrance, but I pick up the blueberry in here so much, and that makes me so happy. So I get blueberry, I get aquatic type of vibe with it, and it just is perfect for everyday wear. Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. Beautiful vanilla. This one's a little bit more sugary than Matte Creme de Nude, but kind of around the same family or vibes. It is perfect to pair with Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath and Body Works. Perfect for bedtime, perfect to wear every day. It's cozy, vanilla, it's smooth, it's creamy, it's sugary. I love this one so much. Perfect for gourmand lovers. Jimmy Choo, I Want You Forever. Got a little bit of a dent in this one as well. My review for this one was really good. I loved it. It was love at first sniff. I love the cherry in here. I love the vanilla in here. I love how it's more of a warm cherry. It doesn't get medicinal on me, but I will say that I prefer this fragrance on my skin because I did wear it a couple days ago, and I think the scent on my clothes has like this weird scent to it that I'm not too sure like what I'm getting. It's not bad, it's just that I'm not used to it and I'm not sure how I feel about it. But when it's on my skin, it gets very warm. I get the cherry, I get vanilla. It's like a very sexy fragrance. All right, then we have Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. I did use this one and I gave this perfume a dent, so I'm really happy with the dents that I am working into my fragrances, and this one is my favorite out of all of the flower bombs. The peach in it just gives it a youthful touch. It feels flirty, it feels really girly, nice, but still with a little bit of that flower bomb DNA, which I do love. I just don't enjoy the original one too much. I like the twist that they gave with this one. And the last one is YSL Mon Paris EDT, which I did wear, I would say 3-4 times. But you guys, my husband told me that he does not enjoy this one, which I could have sworn that he told me that he did like this one a few months ago. So I'm not sure what happened. He told me that it smells a little bit mature for him, which I don't think it smells mature. But now I feel like I'm not gonna reach for it as much as I used to, because when he doesn't enjoy a fragrance, it just makes me feel a little bit weird about it. I don't know if some of you guys are the same. I just feel like it takes away the excitement, because I feel like when I wear it, he's gonna feel like I don't smell good. So I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try again with like a different layering combo and see if he notices a difference, because I did layer it with Dream Bright, so it was like a double dose of Mon Paris. So maybe I have to try it with something a little bit more vanilla or creamy or sweet. So that is it for the roundup of November. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the tray, and we're going to start working on the new fragrances for the tray. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's start adding fragrances to the tray. Before I begin adding fragrances, I just kind of wanted to give you like the goal for this month, because I do give myself different goals each time that I do a tray. Sometimes I like to add fragrances that I haven't grabbed for a long time. Sometimes I add fragrances by color. Sometimes I add fragrances by season. There's just different things that I do with each tray, and this month I'm excited because it is the last tray of the year, and since I have this goal to bring my collection down in size, even though it has been so difficult because I do receive fragrances now in PR, I have really slowed down on my fragrances that I purchase. Compared to when I first started my channel, I used to do hauls every single week, and I have cut that down because I am trying to get to know the ones that I have, get rid of the ones that just don't vibe with me, and that is the focus for this month. So this month I am going to be adding fragrances that I love, obviously, but I'm also going to be adding fragrances that I haven't picked up in months, fragrances that I haven't been wearing, fragrances that are a little too thick for the weather that I live in. This is probably the coldest it's going to get all year, which is in the 70s if we're lucky. So I am bringing out those fragrances that I can't wear in like really hot weather, and I'm also focusing on fragrances that I haven't worn in a super long time and I just want to wear them again. So let's go ahead and let's get started. All right, so the first fragrance I'm going to add is a fragrance that is very sexy, very gourmand. It smells like a powdered raspberry donut, And this is Kenzo Elixir, which the bottle is so huge and unnecessary, but I forgive it because the fragrance is just so beautiful. It's a little powdery, it's sweet, it's fruity, there's raspberry in there. It's just a really, really nice fragrance. If you like Prada candy, you would love this fragrance as well. For me, I prefer it over Prada candy, and it is just such a beautiful fragrance. Next up, I'm going to be adding Carolina Herrera Good Girl Fantasy, I believe it's what it's called, or Gold Fantasy. I got rid of my original Carolina Herrera because I did pick this one up. I have to do my review on this fragrance just to give you guys my thoughts on the differences between this and the original one. The differences are not super crazy, but I do prefer this Gold Fantasy edition just because there's not as many notes in here. It's not as cloying to me. I have always liked the original one, but a lot of times I found it a little bit cloying, a little too much. So this one, the notes I think are a little bit more simple, even though you're still getting that same DNA. And the gold shoe is just so fitting for the holidays. So that's another bonus. Next up, I'm going to be adding Givenchy Live Irresistible, and this is the Delicieuse. This is just, imagine you're having some pastries and you're wearing a fabulous perfume, but the bubble that you're getting is just your perfume mixed with a bunch of pastries and almondy cherry type of dessert. It's just a super, super gourmand, thick, syrupy, sweet fragrance. If you do not like very, very sweet fragrances, stay away from this one. But it is so, so beautiful for cooler weather. Next up, I'm going to be adding one of my favorite fragrances, and this is Elisab Girl of Now. I haven't put her on a tray in a minute, and I just want to give her some more love. It's one of my favorite fragrances. It's a gourmand as well, but you can get a little bit more of the floral touch in here. You get a little bit of the sexiness because of the patchouli. It's just a beautiful almond, pistachio, orange blossom, vanilla type of fragrance, and I love it so, so much. Next up, I'm going to be adding Dior's Vanilla Diorama. I haven't used this one too much. I used it, I believe, 2-3 months ago, and I think that it is a perfect time of the year right now to wear Vanilla Diorama. It is a fresh, spicy type of vanilla. Really, really nice. And I am also going to be adding Fève Delicieuse, which I was very excited to wear this time of the year. So I cannot wait to wear this one, see how my thoughts are about it. I'm super, super excited. This one has, I believe it has cherry. It just has like deeper notes. I believe there's chocolate in here as well. It's very gourmand, but then almost boozy as well. And I am also going to be adding this fragrance, which I haven't worn in forever. And this is Ariana Grande's REM. The packaging is so beautiful, and anyone who truly knows me knows that this bottle right here has Amy written all over it. When I was little, I used to love going to the back of my dad and my grandma's house, like the land that they have, and I used to go in the dirt with a spoon, and I would take out a ton of these quartz, and they were just my favorite. I would collect them, I would wash them, and I spent like my entire days during the summer just looking for these, and my sister and my brother would also come along with me. So every time I look at this bottle, that's just what I think of. I'm also going to be adding Ariana Grande's Ari, which is one of my favorite fragrances, and my husband loves it on me as well. It's very sweet, but it's very thick and gourmand also. It has like a very thick, sugary type of vibe. It has raspberry, really, really nice girly scent. So we're going to be taking out some classic fragrances for a spin. So I am going to start with none other than Lancôme La Vie Belle. I know so many people do not like this fragrance, they're tired of it, but I need to get some use out of this bottle, and I think that the fragrance is beautiful, ladylike, classy, sexy as well. It's just perfect for the holidays. Next up, I'm going to be adding my favorite flanker of YSL Black Opium, and this is Nuit Blanche. And this is just a more creamy version. It's a little smoother, and I just love it so much, and I need to start using this bottle. I feel like this time of the year is perfect for this fragrance. Next up, I'm going to be adding a recent purchase, and this is Commodity Gold. I cannot wait to start wearing this one. And this is just to me like a dainty, feminine. I feel like gold is a perfect name for it because it just makes me think of gold and shimmer and dressing up and looking very feminine and pretty. Easy to wear. It's like almost sexy to me. It's a really, really nice fragrance. It's so, so good. I just feel like it's perfect for the holidays, perfect for going out at night, perfect for evenings. Beautiful scent. Next up, I'm going to be putting out a scent that I think that I should declutter because I never reach for it, even though I love the fragrance. I'm not sure if that happens to you guys, but that happens to me so much. I will love a fragrance when I smell it, when I put it on a tester strip, but I never reach for it. So that happens with this one, and this one is Givenchy L'Interdit. I've had this for more than a year, and there is no use to this bottle. So I really need to try this out this month, wear it, see how I feel about it, and see if it needs to go or if it's going to stay. This one is just a very heavy tuberose scent, and I am a little picky when it comes to tuberose, so I think that's why I don't wear it too much. So I do have to go through all of my tuberose fragrances to see which one I love the most, and I want to keep maybe one or two tops because I'm just not the biggest tuberose fan, so I shouldn't have a bunch of tuberose in my collection. But that is a very classy, feminine scent, and you cannot go wrong with it. I just don't know if I want to keep it in my collection. Like, I don't know if I am super excited about it. I just don't find it to be that type of fragrance for me. Next up, I'm going to be adding Zara's Red Temptation, which this is my all-time favorite dupe for Maison Francis Kirk de Jean Baccarat Rouge 540. It's long lasting. This fragrance right here will last you hours and hours and hours. It won't come off until you take a shower. So this is amazing quality, amazing price, and a perfect dupe. Next up, I'm going to be adding Gucci Guilty Absolute Perfume. I have only worn this the first few months after I purchased this and just never picked it up anymore. And I do remember really, really liking the dry down. So I wasn't the biggest fan of the opening, but something in the dry down really caught my attention. So I am going to be wearing this one again to see if I will be keeping it or if I will be decluttering this one. I'm also going to be adding La Vie Belle L'Eclat because I haven't worn this in forever as well. This one is definitely an orange blossom bomb. It's sweeter than the original La Vie Belle, but I thought that I would have both on the tray this month, so I'm super excited to wear these. Next up is the scent that I wore for Thanksgiving. I ended up going with Jo Malone Scarlet Poppy, and as soon as I walked into my grandma's house, the first thing that I got was a compliment on how good I smelled. So this is definitely a beautiful fragrance, and I love it for this time of the year. Next up, I'm going to be adding a recent purchase, and I want to wear it way more. This is Replica Matcha Meditation. I only tested it on my skin, but I haven't given this a full wear. So this is going to be the month where I get to know this one better. And I do have quite a few fragrances for this month because I do want to narrow it down and hopefully declutter some of them. So let's see how that goes. I'm definitely not going to declutter my favorites that I showed you guys, but there are some that I am iffy about. Next up, we have YSL Libre Le Parfum. I need to use this as much as I can this month because this month and January, because once February and March comes around, it's right back to being super hot here. And then hopefully by next fall season, I will be already moving, so I will be able to give this one love again. Next up, I'm going to be adding one of the fragrances that has been with me through so much of my life and my marriage and my kids and when I was dating my husband. So it brings back so many memories, and I used to wear it on the holidays as well. This is Gucci Guilty, and I just adore this fragrance. I think that right now it might be not outdated, but I just don't feel like it's going to blow anyone's mind. This is more of like a memory attachment that I have with this, and it just makes me think of really, really beautiful moments in my life. Next up, I'm going to be adding Guerlain Mon Guerlain, and this is the intense version. Beautiful, beautiful version. A lot of vanilla in here, and I just love it so, so much. Next up, I'm going to be adding Eilish just because this 1 ounce bottle doesn't really have too much. I mean, I still have it like up to here, but I feel like I can get this down by a really good amount. I had some of you guys ask me if I was going to review the flanker of this or the second one that was released, and I was about to order it, but I don't know, those notes are kind of scaring me. I saw Rebecca Collazo post a review, I believe it was yesterday, so I think I want to check that out and see what her thoughts are on it, because I feel like I'm not going to like it, but I want to see what she has to say. But yeah, this is the Eilish fragrance. Next up, I'm going to be adding Burberry Her Elixir, and this one I'm going to be putting on the tray to get my final thoughts on this. It has been sitting for like a month or two. Hopefully I like it better now, because it really didn't impress me. I know that many people fell in love with it, and for me it was kind of just like I didn't really get the hype with this one, but I think I prefer the original one. So I'm going to wear this one this month to see if my thoughts have changed. But the next one is going to be Clean Reserve, and this is Skin. This is one of my favorite fragrances to wear on an everyday basis, so I did want to add fragrances that I can also wear during the daytime. So this is going to be one of them. It smells so good. It's just like a second skin type of fragrance. I love it so much. The first time I got it, I returned it because I didn't smell anything, but I didn't spray enough. So you can go to town with this one. You can drench yourself and you're going to smell so amazing. All right, next up I'm going to be adding Scandal by Night. Beautiful dark cherry fragrance, one of my favorite cherry fragrances, and I'm just super excited because I haven't worn this one in a while. And the last full-size bottle I'm going to be adding is Kayali Vanilla 28, just because I love it so much, and the Vanilla Royale was kind of like a disappointment to me, so I was left craving some more vanilla for sure. So I'm going to be wearing my Vanilla 28, which is just so beautiful. Next, I'm going to be adding these mini sizes just to kind of get my thoughts on them and see how I feel about them. So I'm going to be finishing off Kayali Musk, which was not bad at all, but it's not one that I would get in a full size. But if you don't have any musky fragrances, this is a great option. I just have too many that kind of smell like this, so I'm going to finish this off. I'm also going to be adding a small Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper because I was not a fan of that when it was first released, but I smelled it not too long ago and I did like it a little better. So I'm going to be trying this one out. And then I'm also going to be adding Deja Vu White Flower, which I love, and I want a full size of this. So when I'm done with this one, I'll definitely be getting a full size soon. So there is the tray. We are all done. It's definitely a packed tray. I have been trying to do less fragrances in my trays, but for this month, I need to get my testing on. I need to try out fragrances, see what's staying, see what's going, because we need to do kind of like a end of the year cleanup. I'm going to be doing a declutter video for you guys of fragrances that have left my collection. And yeah, I'm just trying to bring down that number. I'm trying to get this collection to be smaller, at least for now. Once I move, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm going to show you guys a close-up of the tray. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys have a great month of December. Hope that you guys have very beautiful holidays, and thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you so much for being here. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.